What up, y'all? It's your boy, One Sir Grove. This is the 110th episode of Casting 495 Celebrities Worldwide, C4CW, and I am your host. Thank you for tuning in. Tonight's topic is, Thanksgiving was yesterday. Black Friday was today. The weather's been chilly. Man, you know what? I'm back into athletics, man. I'm starting to get back into sports, man. I mean, I'm talking about myself. Man, I've been CrossFit training, man. And, fucking the weather, man, it's been zero humidity. You know why? Because it's 18 fucking degrees outside. Man, so, anyway, man, it's a festive time of year and stuff like this. And in the previous episode, I was talking about Tekashi 6ix9ine getting hamped up by haters, people who are jealous because he's making a lot of money and stuff, and, people want to try to set him up and pin him to shit that he didn't do. Because, they have fucking post 9/11 Patriot Act laws and shit. I mean, even RICO, just in and of itself. Like, if the government wants to indict an entire fucking gang, they could indict an entire gang, man. They could just be like, your whole gang is indicted. Your whole gang is indicted. Like, that shit don't even make any sense, but they've used it against gangs and shit, man, and that's what they fucking did. But what a lot of people aren't really talking about is this. When Tekashi was talking about Treyway, right, and how he's the one that started that shit, man, he's not talking about 9 Trey Bloods, man. Like, you feel me? Like, he's talking about Treyway, the concept that he came up with, you know what I'm saying, for his music, apparently. According to him, because he said he fucking made it up. And he didn't say that he made up fucking 9 Trey. He didn't say that he's the one that came up with 9 Trey. He didn't, I've never seen that. That would be crazy because, fucking was he even alive like when 9 Trey started, man? Man, ain't that shit more than a couple decades old? You feel me? And he just turned what? He's in his early 20s. So, it's not like he was saying on the morning show that he started 9 Trey Bloods. No, dude, it's not the fuck he's talking about, man. He's saying the concept of Treyway, like the name, is something he started and came up with, accordingly. If I'm understanding it correctly, man. So, anyway, the point is, that people were trying to use him to make money, and then they wanted to be hateful and shit and try to rob him. You know what I'm talking about? And so then the Gov stepped in and they're like, yo, this shit's getting way out of control. But also, man, the way that the whole thing was handled, like, they didn't have to fucking put him in the clink the way that they did. And motherfuckers need to stop saying that he's snitching. He ain't stupid, man. He ain't a stupid fucking kid, man. This dude ain't dumb, man. So, motherfuckers are so dumb with their analyses, man. They be trying to jump to conclusions and shit and assume that he's, like, ratting on niggas and shit, man. Come on, man. He's a dude, motherfucker, who went all out for people, man, trying to help people out. Doing videos, trying to bring Bloods and Crips together, doing concerts, man, giving love, giving money back to the community. Motherfuckers is hating on him. Some people, be hating on him. My point is, man, that, I view things through an objective lens, and I can see where, hateful, spiteful, stupid types, they want to try to lead the audience to believe that, he got transferred to this type of federal facility, which means automatically that he's telling the Fed shit that he shouldn't be saying. Man, I doubt he is. He probably just telling the Feds like, yo, man, first of all, I ain't trying to say shit because I don't know shit. Secondly, man, I'm being set the fuck up here. Like, I've been set up, Fuck your surveillance shit you think you got and all this kind of stuff, man. First of all, that ain't me. Niggas was trying to rob me and take my money. You know what I'm saying? And you try to fucking pin me to it. You know what I'm saying? By saying I'm part of the gang. You know what I'm talking about? And just because I won't tell on these dudes, like, now it's looking bad for me. You know what I mean? Like, so, anyway, you can't jump to conclusions, man. You can't be assumptive in that way with your assumptions. You got to dial back on that shit, man. You got to be a smarter analyst. So, anyway, that's a recap of the 109th episode. Athletics, festivities, if you celebrated Thanksgiving, man, hey, man, hope you had a fucking great, fucking wonderful Thanksgiving. I've been getting back into some movies, man. I'm going to start doing some more movie reviews and stuff like this. With the on-demand jump, checking out some movies, man. That movie, Sorry to Bother You, that movie was good. It's a good movie, man. Interesting, good moral, and a trip like fucking Fear and Loathing Las Vegas. I'm not gonna say any more. Let's see, what else did I on demand? What's the other one? I did the on demand jump with the Black Klansman. Yo, Spike Lee joint, top of his game, man. That shit was wild, man. Like, wow. It's everything that the critics said. Fucking fantastic movie, man. Gotta give him props. Man. I would say that's a must-see. That's an interesting history that a lot of folks like myself, I didn't fucking know about it. And watched it and was just like, wow, what a trip. I mean, I've heard stories about, this type of folk, what people think is folklore. And, there's this guy and he was like, doing this and that. As it turns out, man, this particular story is true. So let me see how I can keep this episode short here. So we touched upon some movies. Fuck, did I? Oh, yeah. I also did the on-demand. I on-demanded the, at the hotel. I did the spy who dumped me. That shit was dope. Hey, that was just, look, man, that shit is on some Jason Bourne shit. Like, it really fucking is. Like, you think for a movie that is like a spy movie that ain't Jason Bourne, that ain't fucking like American Assassin, or it ain't Bond, you'd be skeptical, like, yo, what's the spy movie? There are a lot of spy movies. Some of them are iffy, right? Bro, that is a surpriser. You're just like, fucking, I mean, it's got Catherine from SNL. It's got Mila, you know what I'm saying, Kunis. It's got Danny Glover, surprise, Forrest Whitaker. You know what I'm saying? I interviewed Forrest Whitaker's brother with Yayoi on Sexy Voices of Hollywood. Yayoi Winfrey. We interviewed Forrest Whitaker's brother. Man, Forrest Whitaker's in that jump. Hey, dude. Oh, no. My fault. Danny Glover, strike that, man. Fucking, I redact that. Rescind that. No. Sorry. This is a mobile podcast. I'm crossing over two movies. Forrest Whitaker is not in the movie The Spy Who Dumped Me, and neither is Danny Glover. They were both in the movie Sorry to Bother You that I mentioned previously. Okay, I'm like, whoa, wait, hold the fuck up. My fault, audience, my fault. Forrest Whitaker and Danny Glover have parts in the movie. I almost did it again. Sorry to Bother You. The movie The Spy Who Dumped Me does not have Danny Glover and Forrest Whitaker. But it does have Mila Kunis and Catherine from SNL. So, yo, those movies were fucking tight. All of them. I would say definitely urge y'all to check them out. And I'm just going to keep doing movie interviews and doing little industry, hip-hop, urban music in general, not just hip-hop, rap music. Just little, tidbits, little morsels here and there, little reports, reviews, critiques, and things of this nature. And yo, man, I kept it under 10 minutes. It's just 9 minutes and 35 seconds. I'm your boy, One Sir Grow. Thanks again for tuning in. Peace. One.